White flag raised. And that off in the opening race, the BetVictor EBF winners Novice Chase. 5 runners, 2 miles, 10 fences, and it's the favourite Mister Policeman, who will rise in the lead at the first from Quilixios, followed by Fureur. As luck would have it, and at the back of the field, the big outsider, One of Us is lying. On they come to the second fence, and the leader is Mister Policeman. From on this side in the blue cap, Quilixios, over the far side, Fureur. There's not much between the three, followed by, as luck would have it, and detached already is the grey One of Us is lying. Mister Policeman joined by Quilixios, gone on a length in front of Fureur. In fourth place is, as luck would have it, 5 lengths to One of Us is lying. Circuit in front of them, another 8 fences left to jump as they turn away to numbers 3 and 4. Quilixios just nudges on to lead. Mister Policeman a length and a half in front of the third running Fureur, and fourth is, as luck would have it, One of Us is lying a little bit closer in fifth and last place with 1.5 miles to go from here. And Quilixios and Rachael Blackmore just with the lead from Mister Policeman and Paul Townend, tracked to the inside by Fureur and Jack Kennedy. A couple of lengths to as luck would have it, and that okay. Fifth of the 5 is One of Us is lying, Jack Elliott. Away they go from that third fence and under number 4. Quilixios out by the hedge, with the edge from Mister Policeman Fureur, with an unfortunate circumstances last time. It's 2 behind as luck would have it, and One of Us is lying. Fence 4 before their first ditch. Quilixios jumped cleanly in the lead and extends the advantage to a couple of lengths over Mister Policeman Fureur. Then, as luck would have it, One of Us is lying. On they go to fence number 5, taking them close enough to the halfway stage. Quilixios by 2 lengths to Mister Policeman, just shading the second from Fureur. As luck would have it, remains in fourth. Mister Policeman lost another position in the air there as they continue on inside the halfway stage. 7 furlongs to go. 5 fences left to jump, and the BetVictor EBF winners Novice Chase. Quilixios by 1.5 lengths to Fureur, just shading the second from Mister Policeman, 2.5 lengths back to an in touch as luck would have it, 5 clear from One of Us is lying. Quilixios on now to the first of the 3 before the straight, jumped that well from Fureur, Mister Policeman. Those 2 racing together, followed by as luck would have it, and adrift as One of Us is lying, heading for the 4th last fence and their second and final ditch. It's Quilixios up and over from Fureur, Mister Policeman, and then as luck would have it, breaking further clear from the trailing One of Us is lying. 3 left to jump. Fence on the approach to the straight. Quilixios from Fureur, booted into that Mister Policeman, followed by as luck would have it as they return to the point at which they started. And it is Quilixios almost joined on the turn in by Fureur, gone on 2.5 in front of as luck would have it. Struggling in fourth is Mister Policeman as they see out their first circuit and turning in for the final 2 fences. It's Fureur on the right coming to challenge Quilixios on the stand side. As luck would have it now into third, Mister Policeman relegated to fourth at the second last. And it's Quilixios the leader, but only just to Fureur. Opening up from as luck would have it, disappointing in fourth is Mister Policeman, and it's Quilixios in front and is giving generously from Fureur. The final fence in the BetVictor EBF winners Novice, and it's Quilixios the leader and is lengthening on up the hill from Fureur. Mister Policeman wrestles back to third from as luck would have it, but it's Quilixios and Rachael Blackmore making virtually all in the opening race from Fureur, who's trying to stay on, but Quilixios is 2.5 too good for Fureur. Mister Policeman third.
He was really good. He jumped from fence to fence, and I didn't particularly want to make it going out, but I was happy to do it if he took me there, and he did.
Looked like you were struggling in distance with him, 3 miles, back to 2 miles today, but it certainly worked with him.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Look, they wanted to try it the last day, and I thought he would stay, but it just didn't work, so back at a trip he's best at now.
Yeah, it looked that way, and looked like he had a bit left too. He had his 2 ears flicking between the last 2 fences. Looked like there was a bit left in the tank.
Yeah, definitely. I always felt if something did come to me, I'd be able to pull out a bit more. So, yeah, it was really good. His jumping was really good, and he was straight as well. He was jumping quite right in Limerick, but that seems to be gone out of him now.
It looked that way this afternoon. Obviously, the Lawless Hotel is coming up later on. You're right on Tubber, placed in the Royal Bond. Do you think that step up in distance will help?
Yeah, I do. I definitely do. I thought he ran well the last day. You know, 2 very good horses in front of him, and yeah, we're hoping that will help him. But yeah, it's a pretty competitive race.
It's a very competitive race. But if you were trying to measure him or trying to gauge him, where would you put him in terms of Slade Steel?
Yeah, they were very hard to separate all the way along. They possibly still are. So we'll have to see what he does today. But yeah, I won't be nailing my colours to either of them yet.
Well, the best of luck. Thanks a million.
Thanks, Ruby.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.